It was in my mind, and everybody in this whole world, I don't think so anybody doesn't want to own a company. Everybody wants to, So that's how everybody is, right? Everybody, whosoever comes, we must do some business. We must do either trading or whatever.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel Be Kind. This is Kriti and that's my husband Shrey.
And today we are very excited because we are going to meet with one of the most successful Indian businessmen in Canada named Dr. Anurag Sinha. We are very excited to meet him. He has multiple companies in Canada and we will be talking with him about Canada economy as of now and what his thoughts are. So let's go. Wow. The magic happens here.
Yeah. So here, what they do is these are prefab areas.
Okay.
So here we make all the prefabricated products. They cut, they bend, they weld.
Okay. Got it. So the proper manufacturing happens here.
Yeah. Very core team which does all the manufacturing. So here the same goes. Anything to cut, to bend, to pre-process products.
Okay.
Raw material comes here. Once everything has been built, it will go from here out. This area is the assembly area where all the assembly component parts will.
Oh wow, this is how it looks.
So now it's still in manufacturing, so it will be assembled
so cool.
Slowly. And so then now they are almost ready to be shipped. They will.
Oh, okay.
And you can do up, down, as you said. No?
Okay, nice.
Before it used to go straight, up and down. Then they implemented the middle wheel.
Okay, got it. To move it like this or steer it like a car.
Yeah.
And you have a wheelchair company as well, right?
Yeah,
so is this also related, or the operation somewhere linked?
We are now bringing every product on healthcare under one umbrella.
Yeah, these are the ones that we generally see in hospitals, more common.
So
Wow.
that's how. You can get the weight of a patient as well.
Okay. So welcome, sir. Welcome to our channel Be Kind. My name is Shrey and this is my wife Kriti. And we are sitting with Dr. Anurag Sinha. He has more than 25 years of experience as an entrepreneur, innovator, and serial entrepreneur actually in Canada. He has multiple companies across a diverse industry. And before coming to Canada, you were in India and working with prestigious organizations like the United Nations, World Bank, and he has also supported many countries in the Caribbean for their projects, multi-million projects. So thanks a lot, sir. It's a pleasure sitting here with you.
Thank you so much for coming and inviting me on your show.
So we are sitting in one of the companies of Dr. Sinha here, and I will call him Anurag, sir, because I have seen his videos previously and I'm really inspired by his journey. So we'll talk about his journey in India and in Canada. But more than that, we'll also talk about how the Canadian economy is going at the moment, what are the chances of recession, and as an employer, what are his thoughts on hiring people and on skill development of new immigrants. And I must say, sir, I was watching your videos earlier and I was so engrossed in that I missed my station while in the subway. So I'm sure this video will inspire many new immigrants like me. And even despite having so much success, his humbleness and his humility, I think, is his biggest strength. So I just messaged him on LinkedIn and immediately he said, yeah, definitely we'll do a video. So thanks a lot for that.
Thank you, anytime.
How has your journey been before coming to Canada? Like, what were you doing in India? And what was your brief journey there?
So after my engineering, I started working in a company, did my MBA, finished my MBA. Then after that, I worked with IT company, one of the IT company, and Y2K was there, very good, everything was fantastic, and the boom finished. And after that, I moved to government. I was with the Ministry of Communications and IT for a little while, did my some of the projects, policies defining, and then I moved to Ministry of External Affairs. I was posted in a couple of places. Last posting was in Trinidad and Tobago. I was as a second secretary, then first secretary at the High Commission of India. I was helping them in economy for Caribbean countries. So we build policies to make economies. So those kind of things I have done. And then it was getting so monotonous that we thought that let's have a challenge, and here we are in Canada. We moved in 2011 and that's how we came here.
So how has been your journey so far in Canada?
So as you know, everybody, now you have been in Canada. It's a challenging time. First couple of years are very challenging. To get settled to a new place, you are coming to a country where nobody is really close to you. You have to make everything. We used to live at Square One of the condos, and we used to go in the evening, same grocery bags. So, I mean, those are snow. So those were our challenging times. And it is really challenging because you need to get adjusted to the country where you have never been to, literally lived in this country. So it is a challenging place. And challenges will be in different levels, like getting a job. Luckily, as you all guys, we are a little blessed in that way that we had a job when we came here. So little less challenging, but nevertheless, challenge is challenge. Somebody will give you a job, but definitely you have to prove yourself to be worthy for the job, right? So this country, every stage they make sure that they test you to the way that they want you to succeed, and that's where you make sure that you put your all efforts in terms of bringing the success.
So I know now we are sitting in one of the companies that you own, but you own so many companies in Canada. So I just want to briefly touch on how was your experience of buying your first company, and what prompted you to become an entrepreneur and a businessman.
So when I was working, it was in my mind, and everybody in this whole world, I don't think so anybody doesn't want to own a company. Everybody wants to, So that's how everybody is, right? Everybody, whosoever comes, we must do some business. We must do either trading or whatever. And that's how we also started thinking about it. One thing is very good in these countries, the developed nation, that you can get funding. If you have a good sense of understanding of the business, you need to understand that why you want to do business, what kind of business is it, and why you are different than the rest. And everybody is different. Everybody has some or the other expertise or something which they can take it to the next.
Shift the gears now and ask you, what are some of the places or things you like about Canada? It could be your restaurants or places you visit often. What is it that you really like doing here?
Canada is very diverse, very diverse. Food, you can get anything here. You can get better food than I think India. Probably, I don't know. I mean, some of things probably. Also, what happens is the taste changes when you live here.
For a long time.
For a long time. And one more thing, the kind of taste which we have in our memories.
Right.
When you go back, there will be some difference that you're not getting the same kind of taste which is there in the memory. So this time I had felt, when I went back to India, I had this vision of going to those places and try it out, the same kind of stuff. Either the cooks has changed or whatever. So there has some kind of, the memory taste was not making the same kind of taste which I really was looking forward to. Canada is very diverse. Naturally, it is very beautiful. The cleanness, the weather, the air quality, the temperature variations, those people who don't like cold, that's a different story. But, you will get used to. Right. First couple of years will be challenging. First snow is one of the best snow you can feel. And then you go on looking at the same snow for next 5-6 months and it gets irritated. Irritating kind some of the time, right?
So have you explored a lot of Canada, and what are your favorite holiday destinations if you have visited here?
Banff is one of my most beautiful place, and I have been there once alone and then one with family, but it's really beautiful.
So we are definitely going there.
Yeah.
We have not been there so far, but we will definitely.
Yeah. You can't imagine how beautiful it is. And the first time when I saw the glacier, walking on the glacier was one of my beautiful experience in my, I can say, of my life.
That sounds so amazing.
Yeah, it's altogether different experience because glacier is from where the life starts, right? Yeah. So that's one.
And I think the beauty we can't see in camera.
Yeah.
When you go there, it's different.
You have to feel that.
Yeah, then feeling it is different.
Yeah. So now that we know what you like about Canada, let me go back to India.
Yeah.
What is it that you really miss? Either places or things the restaurants that you've been to. What do you really miss about India?
Food, mom's food probably is one thing that I really miss. Family, definitely, which I miss a lot. The fights of family, which we miss here. So those kind of things.
And favorite holiday destination in India?
India, probably Nainital, Mansoori, Dehradun. Yeah, those. And the thing is, when you have lived in India, when in Delhi especially, the temperatures are 50s, and that's the only places you can, go. And then Taj Mahal, very nice, beautiful.
Nice.
South we have the temples which are very, very beautiful. You can see. Also, one more place, Bandipur. It's a forest.
It's a national park
National park in Karnataka.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, I lived there for a couple of days.
Oh, wow.
And it was so amazing journey, the life of wildlife and life. You can see, lion safaris, and it was really amazing experience.
There are some beautiful cottages
Yes,
in Bandipur.
absolutely, yeah.
So Banff in Canada and
Yeah.
Bandipur in India.
Yeah, and they
The
both are
starting
from
word
very
is the
same. Yes, yeah. By chance, because I was thinking of which is my. Nobody has asked me this question, so this is what
So now I want to talk about your expertise and thoughts on what is happening in the world at the moment. So we are coming off a very different stage and difficult stage after pandemic. There were supply chain disruptions and now there is a war ongoing in the world. So this is affecting economies around the world, and we are seeing inflations at the highest levels in the past so many decades, probably after 2008. And this is also, there is a thought of incoming recession across most of the world. So I want to ask, is the inflation that we are seeing in Canada very different to the rest of the world, or it's affecting everybody? So that was the end of part 1 of our interview with Anurag sir. In part 2, we will cover impact of recession and inflation on Canadian economy and his thoughts as an employer of hiring skilled labor in Canada. So we really thought that this is the first interview that we did on our channel Becaind, and nobody could have been a better guest on our channel because A, Dr. Sinha is a very, very kind personality in nature, and 2, he is the perfect mixture of kind, which is Canada and India. He has had so much success in Canada, but still his roots are based in India, and he is eager to help people who belong to that culture, and he is very by heart an Indian.
Yeah, guys, so we saw his videos on YouTube and we knew that he's a very kind person in general. But when we met him, he was so down to earth, so humble, and so kind. We were most of the time speechless on how to thank him for the time he took to shoot this video with us.
And we asked for a restaurant recommendation in Mississauga. He did not even give a recommendation. He was like, come on, we'll go together. So he took us there in his car and we had lunch together. This was not part of the plan, so that's just his nature to help. Please subscribe to the channel if in case you have not. It will be a big boost to us, and you will also get notified about when we put the second part of this video series. So that's all for part 1. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.